Good morning, students. Welcome to class 5 of TYBSc Applied Component. I am Ms. Benazir Sheikh, Department of Chemistry from NB Mehta Valwada Science College, Bordi. Students, so far we have discussed about the definition of the term drug, sources of drugs, requirements of an ideal drug, classification of drugs based on therapeutic action, and nomenclature of drugs. Students, in our last lecture, we have discussed about the nomenclature of drugs, and we have seen that drugs can have 3 or more names, that is, chemical or systematic name, generic or non-proprietary name, and proprietary or a trade name. We have also discussed about synonyms. So students, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss some of the medicinal terms like pharmacon, pharmacology, pharmacophore, prodrug, half-life efficiency, LD50, ED50, GI50, and therapeutic index. So let's get started. So students, the term pharmacon has been originated from the Greek word pharmakon, meaning a drug. It is adapted from pharmakos, which is a biologically active substance. So remember students, pharmakon, it's a Greek word meaning a drug. Then the next term is pharmacology. Students, it is a branch of medicine and pharmaceutical sciences which is concerned with the study of drug or medication action. Pharmacology is derived from a Greek word, pharmakon, meaning drug, which is an active principle, and logos, meaning discourse in or treatise. Students, remember, it is a detailed study of drugs and their beneficial or harmful action on living animals, organs, or tissues. Students, the two main divisions of pharmacology are pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics. Pharmacodynamics focuses on what the drug does to the body. This includes physiological and biochemical effects of drugs and their mechanism of action at organ system. On the other hand, pharmacokinetics focuses on what the body does to the drug. This refers to movement of the drug in and alteration of the drug by the body. Thus includes absorption, distribution, binding, biotransformation, and excretion of drug. Then the next term is pharmacophore. Students, was first defined by Paul Ehrlich in the year 1909. The group of atoms in the molecule of a drug is responsible for the drug's action. The physiological activity of drugs has been found to depend on the presence of some particular functional groups or structural units. Such a part of the drug which causes the physiological effect is known as pharmacophore. Remember students, when a pharmacophore is introduced into a biologically inactive substance, it is possible to make the compound biologically active. By introducing suitable pharmacophores, it is even possible to make a drug less toxic than otherwise. Consider some examples of pharmacophores. It consists of groups like alkyl group, hydroxy group, alkoxy group, aldehydes or ketones, halogen, unsaturated lipids, etc. Next term is prodrug. As the name itself indicates, to delay or prolong its action. Students, a prodrug could be defined as a biologically active drug that is converted into inactive drug by the process of latentiation. Latentiation is a process of temporarily masking or concealing the activity of the drug. A prodrug, on reacting with enzyme or non-enzyme, releases the active drug. Latentiation of drug produces prolongation of action, shortening of action, drug localization, transport regulation, adjuncts to pharmaceutical formulation, lessening of toxicity and side effects. For example, chloramphenicol is bitter in taste, whereas chloramphenicol palmitate is tasteless. Next term is half-life efficiency. Students, information about the pharmacokinetics, that is, time course of drug absorption, distribution and elimination, has an important role in understanding and planning the drug regimes. Pharmacokinetics help in the selection and adjustment of drug dose schedules. Students, we can define half-life efficiency as the time required for half of the drug to be removed from the bloodstream and eliminated from the body. A drug with a short half-life requires frequent dosing, and a drug with long half-life is dosed at greater intervals. A drug with half-life less than 2 hours probably should not be given, since such drug will require large dose and rate of elimination will be larger. Therefore, the duration of action of a drug is known as its half-life. This is the period of time required for the concentration or amount of drug in the body to reduced by one half. The removal of a drug from blood is known as clearance, and the distribution of drug in the various body tissues is known as volume of distribution. It is represented as T half is equals to 0.693 volume, that is V, upon clearance. Next term is LD50, that is median lethal dose. Lethal means able to cause death. Students, dose 50 is a standard measurement of drugs and other chemicals used in laboratory experiments. Here, the drug may be fed to bacteria to determine toxicity. Both acute, that is after one dose, and chronic, after repeated small doses over a period of time, is measured. LD50 is the median lethal dose of a drug that is required to kill 50% of the test population, that is of bacteria. This dose in general is called as a tolerance or a threshold dose. Next is ED50, that is median effective dose. Students, this is the dose which produces desired response in 50% of test population, that is amount of drug in milligram divided by weight of the patient in kilogram. This method involves treatment of a group of patients with several doses in increasing amount of standard preparation. Then the minimum concentration required to have positive response from 50% of the test population is determined. This is known as ED50, that is effective dose for 50% with standard. Next term is GI50, that is growth inhibition of 50% of cells. Students, it is defined as the concentration of the drug to cause 50% reduction in proliferation, that is growth of cancer cells, or concentration of the drug required to inhibit the growth of cancer cells by 50%. Last is therapeutic index, that is TI. Students, it is an approximate assessment of the safety of the drug and is expressed as the ratio of median lethal dose, that is LD50, to the median effective dose, that is ED50. The larger the therapeutic index, safer is the drug. For safe therapeutic application, the therapeutic index must be more than 1. For example, penicillin has a very high therapeutic index. The therapeutic index gives only a rough idea about the safety of the drug. Consider, for example, the margin of safety of aspirin when used for headache is far greater than its margin of safety for relief of arthritic pain, and in the case of rheumatoid fever. This is because in later case, higher dose is required. Hence, depending upon the clinical use of drug, it may have many therapeutic indices. Students, remember that therapeutic index is also referred to as therapeutic window or safety window, or sometimes as therapeutic ratio. So students, in today's lecture, we have tried and defined the few medicinal terms like pharmacon, pharmacology, which includes two important terms, pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics. Then most important from the exam point of view, pharmacophore, prodrug or drug latentiation, half-life efficiency, then LD50, ED50, GI50, and last but not least, therapeutic index. So students, in our next lecture, we shall try to have a brief idea of the different terms like receptor, agonist, antagonist, drug receptor interaction, and so on. Till then, take care.